Most business leaders recognise the importance of employee engagement and commit time and resources to raising it. However, not all measure its impact on business performance in concrete financial terms. At Digital Opinion, we help a number of businesses to do just that, to quantify the financial impact of engagement on key performance metrics such as sales, customer satisfaction and staff retention. This short presentation shows how we measure the impact of engagement on one key metric, sales. The scale of the impact is based on our analyses of real companies. The numbers have been changed for confidentiality reasons, but the principles remain the same. The first step is to take our clients' annual sales data broken down by site and remove any sites where sales are significantly higher or lower than expected. The assumption is that in these sites sales have been affected by an extraordinary event, such as a refurb or competitor opening, which has skewed the figures. After this exercise, we'd typically be left with between 85 and 95% of sites. The next step is to divide these sites into 3 terciles based on their overall engagement scores. In this example, the top tercile has an average engagement score of 83, while the bottom tercile has an average score of 58. Now we look at sales performance in each tercile. Specifically, we're looking at how sites performed against last year's sales. Here we see that on average the sites in the top tercile were 2% up on last year's sales. Those in the middle tercile were 2% down on last year's figures, and those in the bottom tercile were 6% down. Not huge differences in percentage terms, but when we look at how that translates into cash, we see a more interesting picture. The sites in the top tercile beat last year's figures by £8,000 per site on average. Those in the middle fell short by £8,000 per site, while those in the bottom tercile fell short by £24,000 per site on average. And when we look at the total figures rather than the averages, we see that the top tercile beat last year's figures by 1.6 million, the middle tercile fell short by 1.6 million, and the bottom tercile by 4.8 million. In its detail, linkage analysis is a little bit more involved than we've shown here, but I hope that this presentation has given you an idea of how different levels of engagement impact sales performance and how at Digital Opinion we go about quantifying that impact. I also hope it's helped you to see how investment in well-designed and executed engagement strategies can provide a very real and measurable return on investment. If you'd like to explore how we can help you to apply this approach to linking engagement and performance in your business, give us a call on 020 8546 7243. Thank you for your interest and for watching this presentation.